I wonder what your dominant emotion is when you read these news articles with these details.
My suspicion is with all this Epstein stuff, they're going to somehow, there's going to be a ritual sacrifice of 2 or 3 people probably. Excuse me, maybe a little bit more, meaning something like they're going to get somebody on something. And the guy that seems like could be going down on this, that was a poor choice of words, is Bill Gates. Listen to this from the New York Post. Melinda French Gates says latest allegations about Bill Gates's antics with Epstein dredge up very painful memories of their marriage. So you might be wondering what those allegations are. Well, listen to this.
The emails in the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs and that he tried to get medication to treat a sexually transmitted infection, and that he was going to give you the medicine without you knowing. His representative has said all of this is false. It is not on you to have to respond to the details of that alleged behavior, but I wonder what your dominant emotion is when you read these news articles with these details.
Sad. Just unbelievable sadness. Unbelievable sadness, right? And again, I'm able to take my own sadness and look at those young girls and say, my God, how did that happen to those girls, right? And so for me, it's just sadness for, I left my marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. I had to leave I felt I needed to eventually leave the foundation. So it's just sad.
Okay, so this is pretty wild. That's on NPR, and that's her. That's Bill Gates' now ex-wife, who's saying, yeah, there were a bunch of young girls, and that now it is coming out that in these emails, Bill Gates was asking how he could drug her because he had an STD, which he may have given her. So there is something very, very weird here. But as I started at the top, the craziest part of all of this is that a Democrat administration could have released this stuff, a Republican administration could have released this stuff, and a few months ago when everybody was like, see, it points to Trump, that when the entire media was saying that, that's when my alarm was going off. Because it was like, wait a minute, you guys who did everything possible to make sure Trump couldn't be president again, from getting him off ballots, the fact that he was almost shot, to impeaching him while he was president, like all of the stuff that you guys did. But you had these files, but you're telling me the Biden DOJ had these files and they just didn't do anything with them? It just smelled like a rat to me.